Alright everyone, this is Freestyle Nath, buckle up. This might just be my most epic New Zealand adventure yet. We're starting off at the Putangirua Pinnacles, these insane rock formations that look straight out of another planet. Then we're heading south to spot wild seals chilling by the coast before making our way to Cape Palliser, the southernmost lighthouse in all of New Zealand. Next stop, Wellington. We'll explore the capital, dive into Fort Ballance, an old military fort built to defend against the Russians, and check out the Southward Car Museum. Absolute heaven for car lovers. And just when you think it's over, we're chasing movie history at the Mangawhero Falls, a real Lord of the Rings filming spot, and wrap it up at Turoa Ski Resort in the off-season. It's going to be a wild one. Make sure to be subscribed, turn on the post notification bell, leave a big old fat thumbs up on this video, and without ado, let's hop right into this. Alright everyone, New Zealand vlog. This is actually kind of funny because New Zealand, new video, haha, get it? Anyway, on that note, welcome back to another video of the New Zealand series. Okay, hold on. Is that just a big old fat bee? Oh my god, he's so adorable. Look at this little fella. I can't really tell if he's dead or not. Oh wait, no, his butt's shaking. He's alive. Anywho, on that note, aside from the adorable bumblebee, yeah, let's just go out and explore. Hopefully there's some cool views that you guys can all see. Oh, there's an... Bruh. Oh my god. Look how huge. Oh, there's a third. Okay, my car is getting attacked by bumblebees. We're gonna stop it there and we're gonna move on to the next portion of the video. And we've made it to the Pinnacle Scenic Reserve.
Never thought I'd believe in miracles. You made me realize that you're the only one. Don't need to tell me what the future holds. Oh, I'll be fine 'cause we'll be laying in the sun. So you can let your hair down. I'll hide all of your worries away, and we don't have to go now. I wish I could.
I gotta say, that is quite a very interesting rock formation. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm honestly questioning how some of these are still standing up or how they even became into existence, because that's so odd how some are standing and then others aren't. No clue, but cool view, for the least to say.
Live this life on replay. Don't need to make plans. It's all in your hands. I'm too busy. I'm spending all my time with you. Driving through the states. Don't know what awaits. It don't matter. I'm spending all my time with you. I'm spending all my time. I'm spending all my time with you.
Alright everyone, so we got done the hike, but look how crazy this scenery is. Like, seriously. I am absolutely speechless. It's like dunes slash tundra. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm getting stared down by cows right now. However, on that note, we're currently heading out to the most southern point of New Zealand for the Northern Island. But as I was driving by, look at this, y'all. Look at this. There's some cute little seals just vibing. That is so wholesome. And I think there's also some like little pups in the back. Now, I know we get a bunch out and like, oh, I am so sorry. I did not know you were right there, bud. Yeah, no, if you ever come down to this point, it's actually pretty cute. There's lots of seals. Okay, I think I'm actually surrounded by seals. I will go back in the car, but no, this is pretty cool. And I think it's quite cute how there's just seals everywhere. They're probably like, who is this human being and what is he doing? They are so adorable, y'all. Oh my god, look over there. There's a little puppy. Oh. Alright, so enough with the seals. We have finally arrived at the lighthouse, as you might be able to spot in the background. It looks like there's a long set of staircase set. However, though, the view at the top with the lighthouse should be pretty cool. Let's go up these stairs and see how the lighthouse looks like. I gotta say, these stairs are quite exhausting. Quite the cardio. Alright, well, on that note, time to head back down the stairs and we'll figure out what's next. On the bright side, going down should hopefully be a lot easier. Alright everyone, this is day 2 and I'm starting the vlog a little bit earlier, but I just think it's super cool how you can see like the cloud of rain coming. Typically speaking, there's usually mountains out in the background. You might see it a little bit out in the back here, but you can just see how just big cloud coming in with, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. However, though, on that note, we are going to start to head out to Wellington. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do out there, but we'll find out once we get there, eh? Oh my god, everyone, I was driving over to Wellington and this beautiful rainbow came out of nowhere. So spectacular. That's super cool. But I'm on top of Mount Victoria, I think is what it's called, hopefully. But regardless, though, apparently the views are beautiful at the top. So yeah, let's go out, find out what it is. That was some actually pretty lovely views of the Wellington city. I don't know if it tops up the Auckland one, but we're now at the next little pit stop at the Maasai Memorial. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. And then afterwards we're gonna go out and explore like a old fort that used to be used back in the old days whenever military and all of that was important within this region. But on that note, let's go out and check out what it is. So we made it to the little memorial section, and apparently it's to commemorate one of the prime ministers, William Ferguson Massey. I have no clue if I'm pronouncing it right or not. And then it is of his wife too. Very interesting monument. Wow, what a crazy memorial for someone. I'm definitely gonna have to read a little bit about what he did. I'd imagine he must have done a lot if he got a crazy graveyard like that. But there's some pretty lovely views around Wellington. Good old lovely mountains. But yeah, no, look at that. That's just crazy. And I did some Googling. Apparently he was one of the longest serving prime minister, and he helped with a lot of like the peaceful treaties with the different nations across the world, and I guess helped shape a lot of New Zealand and specifically down in Wellington. On that note, let's go ahead and explore the little fort. So it's actually one of the ferry boats. I gotta say, it is pretty large. I'm just thinking of like in comparison to the Quebec one that I usually take my family to go over the Fleuve Saint Laurent. That is one thick boy. So I believe we've made it. Just saying, it's just on top of a little hill portion. There's a little parking lot down there, and there's a little sideshow that brings you all the way up. But interesting. I gotta say the graffitis are pretty cool. Look at this graffiti fella. That must have taken forever. I think it's pretty cool. Someone spent some time to make all of those. It's pretty spooky. Well, that was quite interesting. Not gonna lie. Very unique one. I doubt that anyone who goes and visit Wellington would really think of doing such a visit. So, yeah, no. If you're ever around the Wellington region and you're out for something odd to go out and explore, highly recommend it. But on that note, there is another spot that I also want to go out and visit in Wellington. Look like a little tunnel thing. I don't know. We'll see how it looks like. Kind of remind me a little bit of the Bell Tunnel in New Brunswick in Canada. So I'm kind of curious as to how it compares to that. But yeah, no, let's go out, visit that before we go out and do some bouldering. Okay, I believe we have arrived, but I spotted something that's a little bit interesting. One, there's a little gnome. 2, a random spiral. I don't know if it's like some spiritual area, whatever you want to call it. But what we're here for is this. And sucks to be me. I forgot to bring a flashlight. So, iPhone time. So, yeah. Dumb ideas with Nathaniel. Let's see what is through. I don't even know where it leads to. Is the worst part. Seems to be very old. Wait, that's it? Really? Just a dead end? What is the point of this? I feel a little bit wrong. But it's still a pretty cool sight. Certainly if you go and look at the end of it. Gives a little bit of spooky vibes. I guess on that note, walkout time. Spooky. There isn't glow worms in here. I don't know. It's like you can each stand up, but not quite exactly. I'm generally gonna want to Google and learn a little bit more about the story behind it. Cause that's just so random. Out in a random cliff. Well, let's go to the adventure, I suppose. All right, everyone. So, some numerical value, I have no clue at this point. Other than we are officially done in Wellington. We're a little bit outside of the outskirt of Wellington at the Southward Car Museum. Honestly, it kind of just randomly popped up on one of the Google search of things to do. And I'm quite the big car guy. So, obvious answer, fancy cars, Nathaniel goes. So, let's go inside. Everyone, so that was all for the beautiful car museum. All I gotta say is if you ever have the chance that you are around the region and you love cars, I highly recommend checking it out because the amount of cool cars that there were was insane. And then the obviously GDM section, I really absolutely loved it. Right now we are actually at the Lord of the Ring waterfalls thing that they had filmed out during one of the movies. these fellas. So yeah, we're just gonna go peek out, see how it looks like. As you can see from the conditions, it's not the greatest, but it's a little waterfall stroll hike, so should be all good. Regardless though, let's go check out what it is. Okay, that is actually pretty cool. If I had to rate it, I'll probably give it a lovely like 8.5 out of 10. That is pretty cool. Got like a little gorge section, you got the like volcanic rocks and everything. That is pretty rad. Like, you cannot tell me that this is not pretty dope. Like, oh my god. But now, absolutely speechless. However, on that note, we are going to go out. I kind of want to go out, scope out the ski resort. Obviously it's closed, but I'm just curious as to what they have as like facility or vibes. I don't know. I just want to see how it actually compares to Canada, to be honest. That's crazy, y'all. We reached the summit and it's literally just alpine terrain. This looks crazy. Let me show you guys. That way, there, they got the entrance there. Well, let's go have a peek at the map. Okay, that is actually pretty impressive. Their base elevation is at 1,610, which goes all the way to 2,332. So like roughly 700 meters of elevation change, which is honestly not bad. Super interesting. Just the fact that like, you know, there's no trees, but there is out in Canada. They have like a few like basins and stuff. I don't know. This is pretty cool. Oh, and I just noticed apparently they even have a snow avalanche warning, which I guess that does make sense, but that's pretty funny. Because yet again, we don't have to worry about that on the east coast of Canada. Could we possibly see chairs from here? Oh wait, no, you can't. That's so cool. And they got their chairlift out here. I gotta say, like, the terrain must be impeccable and the views must be super duper cool, without a doubt. But no, as a skier myself, this is very interesting. All right, everyone. So honestly, that was a crazy long day / several days. I will put an end to this vlog. I have no clue what time we're at, probably ridiculously long. However, though, on that note, y'all know what to do. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, obviously turn on the notification bell to stay tuned as for when the next New Zealand vlog is going to drop. However, though, thanks a lot for watching and catch you all in the next one.